Imagine standing before someone who has deeply wronged you. Your heart races, your mind replays the hurt, and every instinct urges you to retaliate. Yet, in that charged moment, you make a choice that defies logic. You respond with kindness. This act feels counterintuitive, even absurd. But what if this is the most powerful thing you could do? What if repaying evil with good holds the key to not only healing your own wounds, but also transforming the very person who caused them? In the shadows of human conflict, where anger and resentment thrive, there is a force more potent than any weapon: the power of goodness. It is a force that has the ability to break cycles of hatred, to mend broken relationships, and to elevate the human spirit. But how does it work? Why does it work? And can it really make a difference in a world that often seems driven by retribution? These are not just philosophical musings. They are questions that touch the core of our existence. Throughout history, from the teachings of Jesus, the greatest psychologist of all time, to the insights of modern thinkers, the principle of repaying evil with good has been heralded as a path to true freedom and peace. In this journey, we will explore the psychological, philosophical, and spiritual dimensions of this profound practice, uncovering its transformative potential for both individuals and society. When we are wronged, our immediate impulse is often to retaliate, to make the other person feel the pain they've inflicted upon us. This desire for vengeance is deeply rooted in our psychology, a remnant of an evolutionary past where survival hinged on deterring threats. Yet, in today's interconnected world, this instinct can spiral into destructive cycles of conflict, ensnaring both ourselves and those around us. Holding on to anger and resentment doesn't just strain our relationships, it exacts a heavy toll on our mental and physical health. Chronic stress from unresolved grudges can fuel anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and even weaken our immune system. In stark contrast, forgiveness, choosing to release bitterness, offers a lifeline. Dr. Fred Luskin, a pioneer in forgiveness, research at Stanford University, has shown that this act can reduce stress, bolster heart health, and enhance overall well-being. But the real power of repaying evil with good transcends personal healing. When we meet hostility with kindness, we shatter the expected script of retaliation. This sparks cognitive dissonance in the aggressor, a jarring mental conflict as they grapple with our unexpected response. This disruption can plant a seed of change, urging them toward introspection and perhaps a shift in behavior. By choosing this path, we wield a dual-edged tool, one that safeguards our own peace and holds the potential to transform others, breaking cycles of negativity and paving the way for reconciliation. At its core, the idea of repaying evil with good challenges us with a paradox. How can goodness overcome evil without mirroring its tactics? This question has fascinated thinkers across history, from ancient wisdom to modern philosophy, and it points to the strength found in moral courage. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus advised his followers,
"But I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil. But if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also."
Far from suggesting weakness, this was a bold rejection of evil's rules. By choosing love over hate, we reclaim our power to define our actions, refusing to let negativity shape who we are. Philosopher Martin Buber framed this in terms of I-thou relationships, where genuine connection arises from empathy and respect. Responding to evil with good opens the door to a different dynamic, one that can break down hostility and build understanding. Of course, this approach isn't easy. That requires vulnerability and the risk of further pain, all in pursuit of a higher goal. Yet, as Hannah Arendt argued, the only way to break the cycle of violence is to refuse to perpetuate it. By stepping back from retaliation, we plant the seeds for change, offering a vision of a world where goodness prevails. What happens when we choose to repay evil with good? Beyond the psychological and philosophical implications, there is a profound spiritual transformation that takes place, both within us and potentially within the person who wronged us. This act of grace is not just a moral choice, it is a catalyst for change that can ripple through lives and communities. In the teachings of Jesus, repaying evil with good is a divine mandate, a reflection of God's own mercy. Jesus, the greatest psychologist of all time, understood that true healing begins when we release the burden of resentment and choose love instead. He demonstrated this on the cross, praying for those who crucified him.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
This radical forgiveness is not weakness. It is strength, a strength that breaks the chains of hatred and opens the door to redemption. This transformative power finds echoes in modern psychotherapy. Dr. Carl Rogers, a pioneer in humanistic psychology, emphasized the importance of unconditional, positive regard, accepting and valuing others regardless of their actions. When we repay evil with good, we offer this regard, creating a space where change becomes possible. We become agents of transformation, not through force, but through the quiet power of love. By choosing this path, we do more than heal ourselves. We invite others into a new way of being. We become living examples of grace, showing that goodness can triumph over evil, not by force, but by its own quiet strength. When we choose to repay evil with good, we set in motion a ripple effect that extends far beyond the immediate moment. This act of grace, though seemingly small, has the potential to transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us, and even society at large. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela, who after 27 years of imprisonment chose forgiveness over vengeance. His decision to repay decades of injustice with reconciliation helped heal a nation fractured by apartheid. Mandela's actions were not just personal, they were a catalyst for societal transformation, proving that goodness can dismantle even the most entrenched systems of evil. This ripple effect isn't limited to grand historical moments. In our everyday lives, repaying evil with good can inspire others to follow suit. When we respond to hostility with kindness, we model a different way of being, one that prioritizes empathy over anger, connection over division. This can spark a chain reaction, encouraging others to break free from cycles of negativity. Psychologically, this ties into social contagion, where behaviors and attitudes spread through networks of people. Just as negativity can breed more negativity, acts of goodness can inspire more goodness. By choosing to repay evil with good, we become agents of change, planting seeds of hope and transformation in a world that desperately needs them. Repaying evil with good sounds beautiful in theory, but in practice, it's a battle against our own instincts. When someone wounds us, whether through betrayal, cruelty, or malice, the urge to strike back can feel overwhelming. Anger surges, and kindness seems like surrender. Yet it's in these raw, jagged moments that choosing good over evil holds its greatest power. Imagine this. A friend spreads a hurtful rumor about you. Your first impulse might be to retaliate, to expose their flaws in return. But what if you invite them for coffee instead, gently confronting the lie while offering understanding? It's not easy, it's vulnerable, even risky, but it can shift the dynamic entirely, turning enmity into empathy. This isn't about ignoring wrongdoing. Psychologists call it cognitive reframing, seeing the offense not as a dead end, but as a chance to redefine the story. Philosophers like Kant might argue, it reflects our moral duty to act as we wish others would. Yet it's not passive. It's a deliberate act of strength, requiring boundaries alongside grace. History offers proof. Think of Desmond Tutu guiding South Africa through reconciliation, or a parent forgiving a wayward child. These acts don't erase pain, they transcend it. The challenge is real. It demands courage to be soft when the world expects hardness. But the payoff? A life free from the chains of resentment, where goodness writes the final word. We stand at a crossroads every time we face wrongdoing. One path leads to retaliation, a familiar road paved with anger and the illusion of control. The other, less traveled, invites us to repay evil with good, a choice that feels unnatural, even foolish in the heat of hurt. Yet as we've explored, this is where true power lies. This journey reveals profound truths. Releasing resentment heals us psychologically, while the courage to break cycles of violence echoes philosophically. Through time, Repaying evil with good transforms, not just us but those around us, sending ripples of change into a fractured world. Jesus modeled this on the cross, meeting cruelty with grace, proving love could outlast hate. Let's not pretend it's easy. It requires strength to be vulnerable, to risk pain for a greater good. Some may scoff, calling it naive or a surrender of justice. But history disagrees. Think of Mandela's reconciliation or Tutu's forgiveness, acts that reshaped nations. The real question isn't whether evil exists. It does. It's how we respond. Will we let evil dictate our story, or will we rise, wielding goodness as both shield and sword? In a world primed for vengeance, this choice is revolutionary, a quiet rebellion against despair. The power is ours to claim. So I ask you, when evil knocks, what will you choose?
Thanks for tuning in to Sparktopus Think. The journey doesn't stop here. Join us next time as we keep exploring, one episode at a time. Don't conform to the patterns of this world. Instead, renew your mind and be transformed. Subscribing is simple. Hit that button so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and spread the word with your friends and family. At Sparktopus Think, we're all about sparking meaningful conversations, challenging perspectives, and aligning with God's truth. Until next time, keep thinking, keep growing, and keep transforming.